I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless.
Alright guys, welcome back. Today we have episode 2 of the Hood Rest Podcast. My name is Luis. This is my boy
Abercrombie and Fitch model Alex.
Abercrombie and Fitch model Alex.
That's a long ass name, bro.
It is. It's his real name too. You can check his papers. That
I don't have
that fabricated.
That were made at the Swamp Meet Alameda.
At the Swamp Meet. Yeah. So today we have just another chill episode. Last one you guys liked, I think.
Yeah, I think for the most part it had really positive reviews to the people that I've actually spread it to. like a HIV fucking virus and shit.
Full blown.
No, but yeah, like I shared it around with a few people. I think that the only concern that I really had was that a few people were asking me to just kind of give you guys a little bit of an introduction, just kind of like who we are, what the fuck we do on a regular day-to-day basis. And that was just kind of like one of those big things that I was actually, advised to do. Other than that, I think most people really enjoyed it, and there's some people in other states that actually resonated with the problem that we have in LA. So it was cool to see or hear people's feedback on things, and also what's going on in their own day-to-day life. It basically sparked up a conversation with some people that I haven't had talked to in quite some time.
Yeah, that's cool. We should have them like messages like the similarities in their
cities.
Yeah, because your friend was from Chicago. Yeah, so Chicago's like another
big city,
major metropolitan city that there, which is kind of a common thing. Most cities in America are becoming.
Yeah, I mean, also because they've recently got an influx of like people from like the caravans from like South America. Like a lot of people that are actually out there are coming from like Venezuela, I believe.
Immigrants, wetbacks and stuff. But before we get to that, well, tell them who you are.
What I do?
What's up with you?
En la mañana no hago nada y en la tarde descanso. Nah, just playing. So most of my life I've actually been in sports. So as soon as I left college, basically dropped out, if I'm being completely honest. I've worked in a few different gyms. So my specialty is actually boxing. So if you don't know, we actually run a boxing page together. Well, martial arts.
Yeah.
So but my specialty of course is boxing, and I just have trained in a bunch of different gyms, just for the most part boxing gyms. But I've also had the opportunity to work with just regular gyms where I've worked with people that honestly all they really want to do was to get in shape. And so I have some specialty in like HIIT training, strength training, and that's kind of basically it. And then of course, like when I'm not doing that, I'm editing a bunch of videos. So for the most part, as of right now, it's just mostly editing, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, I never worked at a gym, but I've been to a bunch of gyms.
Yeah.
So like that's how we know each other, through boxing. So we met each other we met each other through school first, high school, and then like we actually started hanging out because of boxing. Yeah, and then we started working together. I think the first year out of high school, we were still freshmen in college. Yeah. We started the E1 Combat channel, which some of you guys have seen, because it's like the sister channel, E1 Life, which is supposed to be our vlog channel. That, I mean, like he said, he edits, and then at the time we were going to school, so like we weren't doing anything interesting. So that's why like we had one vlog a couple months ago.
Yeah,
which is an anomaly. We had a celebrating someone's birthday, and we don't really get together like that and like party. Since him and I don't party, we don't drink, we don't do anything. So the vlog channel was kind of like, we'll upload random shit. Yeah, because vlogs, like, we weren't really into vlogging. We had like maybe a month. We uploaded like
a few vlogs,
and like, but it was like we were trying to force it.
Yeah, like it wasn't really anything interesting, just because for the most part we were basically at home, because most of our work is actually done at home, because when we record it's either at his house or my house. So we didn't really think that there was anything appealing to us just basically doing what we're gonna do in the main channel.
Yeah, because we're recording videos to get out of the life we're living, so we're not gonna show you the life we're living because we're trying to escape it. Yeah. Basically, we're trying to say, yeah. So now this is like the podcast channel now, and then in addition to the podcast, we'll have like he did the challenge, the burpee challenge thing. Yeah. Oh shit, opened. Yeah, it's okay. The burpee. So like, in addition to these podcasts that you're gonna see every week, so now we're officially gonna like upload once a week, in addition to like random vlogs or like challenges or like just anything we want to. This is basically just like the stuff.
Random channel.
Yeah, we didn't really want to put on the main channel, because the main channel we had to like have a specific
A niche,
image.
yeah.
Yeah, and it's just martial arts stuff, so it's kind of weird to have like a hood rat blog. but for now, initially, the main channel was kind of like iffy because we did upload the hood shenanigans.
Yeah, there was some
Like
stuff
2
where
or
we
3.
would talk like
Yeah.
just like this, and we would share a variety of different stories. Some of which people didn't really think that they were actually true, just because some of this shit just kind of seemed very absurd and insane. But none of this shit is fabricated. Like
No.
everything that we tell is truth, because I mean, there's stuff that we lived, and at the same time, it just seems exaggerated because of like the area we're in. Like it seems stupid and it seems like crazy. Like, and you're gonna see throughout like these podcasts, some of the stories that we share, you guys are gonna be like, nah, like you guys are bullshitting. But nah, that's not the case. Like all of this shit, like on my life, it goes down.
Yeah, because say like when we recording that video, like that stuff makes sense. People fighting in church, like you can see that, like the people that you were around, like, oh yeah, I can see how like they can get mad at church and start fighting. But if you're like in a more affluent area, like that may be weird because like the people are more like posh and more like
Probably more, a little bit more, without being disrespectful, probably more civilized.
Bro, civilized is a very good answer because over here including ourselves, we're not better than anybody, but we're also like kind of uncivilized. Sometimes we break the rules because we're in the poor and we deserve it. We deserve to break the rules. But yeah, so that's like, yeah, so breaking the rules, I think.
Yeah, and you know what's crazy, bro, is I was just thinking about that today because of the fact that I'm like, bro, like some of the stories that we say or some of the things that we've done or experienced, they're kind of borderline like
illegal.
Yeah, like
it's
like we don't really want to incriminate ourselves with some of the shit
true.
that we've experienced or done or seen other people do.
Like a few years ago, we were very mature. Men develop slowly, right? And this was maybe 6 years ago, so we were already 19 or 20 years old, maybe 21.
Yeah,
We would
probably.
we would harass not our neighborhood, but like the richer people. So we would go to like a random neighborhood and like egg people's, not their houses, but their bodies. Like we would find people like on the streets. We would do a drive-by egg. What do we call it? A drive-by egg
throwing,
whatever it is.
Yeah.
And then
egging.
even, and we're not proud of this, but homeless people, one homeless person at least in a bridge, right under a bridge, he was sleeping, or he most likely. We should start throwing. Allegedly, we started throwing eggs at them, and so like we're not proud of it. But 6 years ago it was fun, right?
Allegedly, bro, there was another time where we were allegedly hanging out with JD's friends. It was me and JD's friends.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and I think that this was either
Who's JD's friend? Use nicknames.
I mean Fefe. Remember Fefe?
Infinity.
Fefe, yeah.
With Infinity?
And then there was another guy named Miggy, without really
Maggie from Figgy.
Miggy from Figgy. But we were allegedly in their car, and when it was like, I want to say it was either the last year, our senior year in high school, or our first year in college. So it was between that time frame. And these guys were just like egging people, boom, boom, from their cars and stuff. And then it was funny, bro, because they were going through this tunnel, right? And they started throwing eggs to this one dude. And this dude just kind of saw the eggs, bro. And they threw at least 5 to 6 eggs, bro. And the dude just dodged them off.
Oh, the Matrix.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
JD told you that one, right?
I think you told me.
Yeah, and the dude was just like literally like dodging all the eggs, bro. That shit was funny.
Bro, that's fucked up. And we were too old to do it. 'Cause everybody does that when you're like a early teen. Yeah. But like we were like 5 years too late to do that shit. Bro, you do these like misdemeanor crimes because like when you're a kid, like you won't get in trouble. But we would have went to fucking we would have went to county for sure.
Right there, I was at least 17, 18, bro.
Oh, you're still you would probably go to juvenile, depending how old you. Well, it depends, but like, we were already old as fuck.
I was barely gonna turn 18 because it was in October.
Yeah. See, that's the thing you do when like you kind of like you want to find some excitement and you kind of don't have the money to like go on a vacation and stuff. You go down to certain like tourist spots here in the hood, like.
That was in a way better neighborhood. I'll tell you that much, bro.
But I'm thinking of a different touristy area, closer to home. Figgy, Figueroa. You know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I've heard.
Yeah,
I've heard.
You've heard. We allegedly heard about Figueroa. Is kind of a weird street because there's a couple here.
It's a big street.
It's a big ass street. But there's a couple. Figueroa's like the main one. Figgy's like the Figgy chicks. They're famous all over the internet. But then you also have like Long Beach Boulevard in Compton, which I've experienced because I work in the area. So like these ladies of the night or ladies of the day, because sometimes I'll get to
Money don't sleep.
Compton at 11:30, and they're out there hitting overtime because these chicks will 11:30, and then they probably go to sleep like 2. Well, they go to sleep in between because they're whores and shit. Because like they have breaks.
Yeah,
but like
of course you gotta let the kitty rest.
They clock in at 11:30, and then at 2 in the morning they're still out there. These chicks, I'm sure they're making $500-$600 a day,
bro. But the consistency and the dedication to it, like it could be 40 degrees out there, and they'll be butt ass naked, bro.
Giving you a fucking show and giving free samples, dude. Like we would go down to Figueroa and not partake in anything sensual, but we would go mess with them, talk to them, see what they're about, and we met my favorite of all time, Magic Mouse. Who
when you put it like that, bro, it makes it seem like you.
No, I've never given money to any these types of people. But this lady, it was around November when we went, and she was butt ass naked, drunk, probably on perks or something, because she seemed off.
She was drinking Hennessy.
She was drinking Hennessy, and then like you go mess with them, they'll talk to you for a bit, and then she was trying to like tell us like, oh yeah, I'm having a bad day or whatever. But like we were just trying to see
a lot of it is probably just for sympathy, if I'm being completely honest. They probably like, oh, these suckers, like, let's see if like they feel bad for me, and like they'll split a 20 with me or something.
Yeah, but if these chicks are doing 12-13 hour days, if these chicks put that time and effort into school or something, I think these, because bro, they're not lazy, they're just misguided or something. Because bro, at 11:30 they're out there, and also not the hot ones either.
Nah.
It's like at 11:30. It's like the warlocks and stuff.
Yeah, then, I mean, it's like if you're really, really desperate.
Yeah.
But it sucks, bro, because some of these chicks are not that bad looking, and at the same time, like, they look really young. It's like they quit on life before it even began.
Yeah. And these chicks, and I don't know what they're going through. Maybe they put themselves to grad school or
some of them.
med school or something.
Some of them.
We can't. I'm 100% certain that some people are like, okay, I can make quick money. It's dangerous, but I can make a lot of money in a short amount of time.
Yeah.
And it go to pay my rent or feeding my children and paying for school. Yeah. Well, there's some that are just like.
I had a homie that lived actually on Figueroa. That fool Kevin. Remember Kevin?
Yeah, Big Kevin.
And he's all like, sometimes though, like you would see like gorilla pimping, bro, like where like a chick, like where like dudes would like beat the shit out of like the chicks and like basically hold them like hostage and shit, like
pimps.
Yeah, like, pimps, bro. And he said like sometimes he would get up and shit and he'd hear like chicks getting like beat up by their fucking pimp, man.
Well, we got threatened. Remember that the pimp?
I mean,
and
the Hellcat.
The Hellcat. Yeah. We were like, oh, one time we will go fuck with them. We were like, oh, like allegedly we will go and be like, oh yeah, one time I was talking to one of them. I was in the backseat. I told him I just got out of prison. I want to force him or something like that. And she's like, oh no. And then we kept fucking with them. And then one of them was like, oh, my pimp's right there or some shit. Like, you better watch out. Or so, like a vague kind of like, better watch out. Yeah. And we saw the Charger or the Hellcat or something or whatever it was. Yeah. Right there, like they patrol the area and like they know like people go fuck with them, and so like I'm sure they're strapped.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they also know like basically where like their girls hang out. You get me? Like what corners they hang out. But it was crazy though because that guy actually got stopped. Remember? Like the police actually stopped him, bro.
Yeah, it's a fucked up industry. But people, bro, there's like different levels because there's freaky chicks. And then like the escorts and like the higher end ones, like the ones like the other finance bros, they hire, and then like they're all coked out of their fucking mind. But good thing we're our brain doesn't need that, and we don't need fabricated pussy.
But it's crazy though how at the same time though, like we talk about like pimps and shit, like and them being dudes, but there's also I don't know if you were with us, bro, but me and Jose actually, some fucking pimp was talking to us, fool, but she was a chick.
A female?
Oh,
like
like no, she was a
She was
like
a femme?
like female.
Feminine-
Yeah, she was a
feminine chick?
pimp. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, shit.
And then she was like, she started talking shit to Jose, and you know how Jose gets too.
Yeah.
And so they were kind of like getting rowdy with each other. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, bitch."
Bro, she would have fucking smoked him. Fucking shot fucking his dumbass for being dumbass.
Yeah, that dude. But yeah, like there's also female pimps, bro. Believe it or not, it's not just dudes, which
Yeah.
is crazy, bro.
That's friendly
because-
fire.
Huh?
That's friendly fire.
That's wild, though.
I wonder if they're more like empathetic, like they give them more percentage.
I don't know.
I doubt it though.
I don't know.
I think pimps are. If you're a pimp, I think if you decide I want to be a pimp, you go to pimp school or whatever. Like you fucking, you're a piece of shit. Like instead of going to management, like at a corporate job,
Yeah.
you want to manage these fucking broke, fatherless bitches. That's what it is, no?
I mean,
Like
yeah.
if you're at home and you're scared of repercussions, and you're scared that your mom, well, your mom not so much, but your dad's the one you're scared of.
Yeah.
You're scared your dad's gonna beat your ass or like disown you or some shit. Like you wouldn't go out there and be a.
I think that's why like people are so into OnlyFans, bro, because you kind of like mitigate that type of danger.
Yeah, you do, huh? Bro. Yeah, nowadays all the fine figgy chicks are all moving to OnlyFans.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now all the like on Long Beach Boulevard and Figueroa, it's all ugly chicks that like no one wants to pay for their. Yeah, that's great, bro. The industry took a fall. That's crazy because the porn industry took a big fall with the DVDs because before before it was all DVD magazines
or VHS.
VHS, yeah, like physical. But now, not now. Well, not yeah now, but like
Now.
I don't know when the .com boom or whatever. Like when everything started becoming digitalized and I'll guess like 2008, 2010, some shit like that. No, like during the whole crisis.
Yeah, probably when we were all middle school.
Yeah, because I remember I used to watch my brother's DVDs and stuff in elementary, and so like after that, but I also remember watching on the computer slow. I remember one time I downloaded gay porn by accident. Remember LimeWire?
LimeWire?
Bro,
Yeah.
LimeWire, we were trying to download like a Slipknot song or something,
Yeah.
and it was like
This happened to us too when we were trying to download a Fast and the Furious movie because we used to download it on the Walkman. I don't know if you remember the Walkman,
yeah,
the MP4 or MP3.
Yeah.
And we were supposedly downloading like a Fast and the Furious movie. Yeah, bro, it was a chick getting raped Fast and Furious.
Yeah,
bro.
and
wrong shit.
And the crazy thing is like now you guys, well, I'm sure you guys probably like similar age.
Yeah.
I'm assuming, right? But
Hopefully.
but sometimes before like you would download a link, but you wouldn't get like a thumbnail or anything.
Nah, you
It
wouldn't.
was just you hope like that person.
That it was a thing.
was
The thing that you.
And it took, bro. Now we can download shit instantly. Before it took a fucking whole day.
Forever.
It took a whole
Yeah.
fucking day to download one song, and you're hoping that it was the right fucking Linkin Park song or the right Slipknot song or whatever it was, and not gay porn. And then, you know, after watching it a few times, it's like what they do is fucking gay porn. Is I'm not down for that shit, bro.
I'm not watching none of that shit.
Nah, you never watch gay porn?
Nah, hell no.
Why not?
You know what though? You remember Meat Spin? The stupid ass fucking link that they would send all the time?
No.
So there was this stupid shit that would go around when I was in middle school. It was called Meat Spin, and so this was kind of, I wouldn't want to say it's like a virus, but it was like an ad you couldn't close right away, bro. So basically, people would send you this shit, you would open it, bro, and it'd be like some dude like swinging his dick around and shit, and like you would try to close it, and it tells you, "Are you sure you want to close it?" And you close it, "Are you sure you want to close it?" And it was just like that. You had to fucking close it at least like 10 times, bro.
On your phone?
No, on your desktop.
Oh, this is way
back.
Way back.
That was
No,
when
no.
you had to dial up the internet. Remember?
Oh,
like
yeah,
you had to,
yeah. And then like you can hear a phone call coming before a phone started ringing.
Yeah.
Because they'll start making like a beep 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 beep, beep and then the phone will ring.
And if you were using your phone, you couldn't use the internet.
You couldn't. And then like you'll be on the phone and then someone start, or vice versa. I think you're on the thing and someone on the phone, it should stop.
Yeah, stop working. The internet stopped working.
Ama!
Yeah.
You scream out whoever's on the phone because I'm trying to jack off and shit. Like before it's crazy. I never got caught because there was one desktop. Before it was one desktop at home, right? Like in someone's room or in the living room, and then, like you'd be watching porn and then like. With no fucking eye on your phone, you can hide in the restroom, in the shower, but you were in the living room or in the fucking room, just watching porn, yanking and.
That was never me though.
That was never
Just because we were like in a very small place, and it was just like the living room.
That's what I'm saying. But in our room, there was four fucking dudes, but were at work. I'm the youngest, so I was at home more because I was the youngest. But yeah.
So you had a lot of time for yourself.
Yeah, and then when I just bro, my brother used to hide under his bed, like the videos and shit, like the DVDs, and magazines, and I'm like, fuck, this is.
I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. The first time that I was really exposed to like pornography was probably like around my middle school like time frame. Probably like in the 7th grade, if I'm being completely honest.
Grade, yeah.
Just because of the fact that, like as I mentioned, like I lived in a lot of places where there wasn't really a lot of space, and then I come from like a big household, so we didn't really have the privacy. And then my brothers, they're not like your brothers, bro. Like
Yeah.
my brothers are like a year apart. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, they're younger.
So, like, there was never any privacy. And so when I got to middle school, everybody would carry their PSP, bro. And in their PSP is where everybody would carry their
at
porn,
school,
bro.
huh?
Yeah, exactly. And so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
the first time that I was really exposed to, like, a bunch of different things. And then, you know, shout out my homie War Machine. My homie War Machine would download a bunch of, like, crazy-ass fucking, like, clips, bro. Like, BBWs, like, but super BBWs, bro. Like, thick-ass...
Big, beautiful women? Big, black women.
Big, beautiful women, bro, getting annihilated, bro. But like you could, all these things you could imagine, bro. So when I was in 7th grade, it was probably when it was the first time that I really ever saw like pornography, bro.
Yeah, yeah. And then, dude, it's crazy because back then, before we weren't as connected with the internet, but we all saw that one video. Remember which one it is?
Yeah, yeah, but I saw it on the phone way.
Yeah, that's right. That's
Yeah,
what you see
yeah.
it. Oh no, I saw it on the computer.
I saw it on the phone.
Oh, but like we all saw it.
Yeah,
though.
we saw it.
We all saw
Everybody
it.
knows.
And we're not gonna name it because it's disgusting. But there's always one famous video involving two women.
Two women.
Two respected women. But we weren't connected, and we all saw like the same. And they're always. Well, the rumor was that like, oh, they show you that in school during sex ed. Like,
Oh yeah, and Blue Waffle, remember?
Blue Waffle. What is that one?
The,
I remember
the nasty ass like
the
vagina.
Oh, wait, it's Inside Out.
Yeah,
Oh, that was nice. But that happened.
that was actually
that
a
happens-
fake profile. I mean, a fake picture.
Was it?
Yeah.
Oh, that was someone like a rape victim.
Nah, it was somebody. I don't know what they did, but I remember it was a fake one. Just because I remember like we had sex ed in 10th grade, and they somebody asked about it.
10th grade?
Yeah, 10th grade.
Yeah, sex ed in 10th grade.
10th grade
With who?
or 12th grade.
With who?
When the day that they came, bro, and they were showing us about like a condom and shit, like
in
where they
12th
had the
grade?
play. It was in 12th grade, no?
Bro,
it was
late as fuck.
It was in 12th grade because that's
Yeah.
when they were talking about prom. So if you're going to prom, be protected and shit. And then they were asking questions at the end
Yeah.
because they did like this whole little play about.
Gonorrhea.
So yeah, like
STDs and
fucking
shit.
somebody fucking after prom, bro, and getting some type of STD and shit. So they were kind of like teaching you
Oh.
like the safeties of.
Yeah, that's bro. Most,
Yeah, it was 12th grade.
half the people were already fucking sexually active.
Yeah.
Dude, they did that. They brought that like the whole like an RV and shit. Like they brought pamphlets and like condoms and a banana and shit in like elementary. But
I don't remember elementary, but in 7th grade they did because
gave us all that
it was
shit.
Planned Parenthood that
the
showed up.
Baby killers.
Yeah, they came up and they started giving condoms and
That's way
birth
too
control.
fucking late. That's
Yeah.
way too fucking late.
Yeah, from the area I was at, yeah, it was late, bro. Cause I knew some chick. I'm not gonna say her name, but she was already pregnant at the time.
She was fine. She still is fine. That from high school, right?
No, from middle school. Man.
Oh, I remember. Oh yeah. I drew. There was one. She was fine too. She was 8th grader and she was already pregnant.
What's crazy,
Big
bro,
ass bitch.
is that she was all into like little cholo ass foods, and she got pregnant really early with her mans or whatever. That
He's a doctor now.
No, he's not. He's locked up, bro. But the crazy part is that now she's like born again, like Christian. All she does is talk about God. It's wild, bro. People are fucking crazy.
After your 4th kid, you become religious.
She only had one.
Doubt it.
No, she only had
How
one.
many abortions?
I don't know.
I've never paid for one, but yeah, we all had that one. We all had that one fucking chick that got pregnant too early. Like
Yeah.
8th grade. You're 13, 14?
8th grade, you're 13,
13,
14.
14.
Yeah.
And then like this chick here, she was already big. She brought a burst before her graduation, culmination or whatever. So like, 9 months before that, she got fucked. So like,
She was like what, like 12?
13, 14, yeah. She's like early.
12, 13.
Like as soon as like you're able to have kids, she fucking got the first.
She
was the
started
first in
working
line,
on
like,
her biological clock early.
Bro, I mean, back in the day, she would be like revered as like a woman.
Yeah.
Now
like
you're a
regular.
Yeah. Before you want to have.
Yeah, because
start
you would
early.
have early. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. That's why like a lot of like women were sold out to like older men.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like stolen sometimes.
Yeah.
And bro, that's what happens in Mexico. Like you take women, like you get like not arranged marriage, but like you still like and like the ranches though, like uncivilized Mexico, like you still take women. Like you still like, oh, this is like, oh, your dad will give her away. to like a man, an older man.
I don't mess with anybody in the ranch, bro. Just because there's only like 4 or 5 families, so most of them I'm pretty sure are my cousins somehow.
Yeah, that's the rule of thumb. If you're in Mexico and you're from there, like your pueblo, either your cousin or they're fucking a narco. And so like, either or, like you get either one, they murder you, or you get fucking bullied by you get fucking expelled.
Bullied by your second cousin because you don't marry her.
Bro. And we all know people that, like, I have cousins.
I have an uncle too that married his second cousin.
Yeah. It's rarely first cousin. 'Cause that's weirder.
I think that's weird.
That's a cutoff.
That's
I think second is like, it's okay for them, not for us.
Yeah, for them.
For us, third on is good.
I don't even think I know my third cousins.
Me either. But if I did, I'll marry them. You wouldn't?
Nah, I don't think so.
Nah,
if I knew them, nah.
But what if you knew them, didn't know them, then you found out after, like a year into it, and you're in love with her? You break up with her?
Nah.
Or keep it a secret? So. Keep it a secret, huh?
Keep it a secret.
And just don't go to family reunions and shit?
Nah, but I doubt it though, bro, because even now, bro, like my mom's cousins, like we're like my mom's cousins, we don't really interact like that. You get me?
Oh yeah.
Like we don't we're not really like fam. Like very few, bro. There's only one aunt that's my mom's cousin that we're actually like. Yeah. But other than that, like her brothers and sisters or her own cousins from like my grandfather's side, like we don't associate.
Yeah, it's rare. It's rare that happens. Yeah, because even now, even like my parents' siblings, like my first uncles, whatever they're called, like we with them was not even that like that. So like imagine 3rd, 4th fucking uncles. Like
I don't think there'd be any type of connection.
No. So it's fine. So basically, what you're saying is okay to have sex with your cousin if they're 2nd or 3rd.
I'm guessing, yeah.
But I'm quoting you.
No, like that's too direct, bro.
That's the quote.
I say maybe 3rd, bro.
That's a quote.
I say maybe 3rd, but even then, that's kind of like pushing it in a bit weird, just because of the age difference. What?
Well,
sometimes because sometimes I've had. I mean, you know how like you have like uncles that are like technically younger than you.
You want a shovel?
No, it's just fucking.
Because you gotta dig yourself out of this one. Because tell him.
Nah, because it would be weird too to be marrying somebody like your 3rd cousin, because it's like.
Why?
Because they're way younger than you too. They would be way younger than you in theory.
And that's wrong?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. I'm helping you out.
No, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like that's what I had said from the beginning. Like low-key at the same time, it'd be kind of weird to marry your 3rd cousin because of the age difference.
Yeah.
But sometimes though, like the 2nd cousin is either like more closer to your age or a little bit younger than you.
Okay.
So sometimes like the age difference is not that crazy with your 2nd cousin.
Okay. With your 3rd cousin.
But your cousin you're pushing it.
They're usually younger, and that's bad.
Yeah. No shit.
Okay, I'm taking notes. Okay. You saved yourself.
Because I have like I have an uncle that's he's technically my uncle right on paper, but he's like 2 or 3 years younger than me.
Oh yeah, that happens a lot.
Yeah.
I have nephews that are older than me.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that happens. That's weird in Mexico. Is that a Mexican thing? I think it is.
It is, but I think that happens, bro, because people have kids late. Because my aunt, because that's my dad's aunt. You get me? And she had him like when she was like 50, almost 50, bro.
Ah, yeah. And then like their daughter has kids early too. Like it's like late or it's late or like they're like pretty early or on time. Yeah. That makes sense. Because I have one nephew. Well, I have nephews that are my age and some that are older. So like my mom and my cousins had kids. Because I don't have sisters, so my cousins had. They're my nephews to my cousins. Yeah. Just so technically.
Your nephews.
Yeah. And so like, it's weird. They're pregnant. They get pregnant. Like sometimes it's daughter. Yeah. Sometimes grandma, mom, and a little slut.
That's what actually happened with me and my aunt that lives here, because my dad's aunt had her daughter at the same time that my mom was pregnant. You get me? With me.
With you.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. That's weird, huh?
So basically, my aunt is just 3 years older than me.
Oh, her. I know.
Yeah.
I know her, right?
Yeah.
Your aunt. I forgot her name.
Lupe.
Lupe.
So she's technically only 3 days older than me.
3 days.
3 days.
Oh, I thought 3 years. Yeah, 3 days. She graduated with us? No. Huh?
Yeah.
She graduated our year?
Yeah.
I thought she was older.
She graduated our year. She actually is about to graduate from law school, I believe.
San Fran?
Yeah.
San Francisco. That's fucking crazy. We should have went to college.
Hell no, we're gonna make it here. Trust.
Bro, see right now these people are graduating college and having fun, but we're in a fucking RV recording a podcast for 10 people to watch.
But who's having more fun?
Probably them. honestly.
But who's less stressed?
Well,
my aunt's gonna pay a big ass debt. Fool. She even told me herself.
but I'm poor, so I'm stressed. So
I think we're even.
I think they're leaving. We should go to college. We should have graduated college. Honestly,
I think we're on the right track, bro.
we're on the right track. My mom always giving bullshit about going to college, like graduating college, because I was so close. Getting guests and shit. No, like they see our channel. Like the first podcast got like 30 views.
Yeah.
Which is gonna be a lot. This one's not gonna get as many views. The first one's like, episode 1, I'm gonna help about my homie.
Yeah, share it out.
I'm gonna watch it for my homie and shit. But like, podcast number 2, like, I talk to my homie every single day. What the fuck am I listening to him on my phone? Like, yeah. So like, we're now getting people like to like be on and shit like that. It's gonna be very difficult because no one wants to fucking be on a podcast. And no one's like Joe Rogan asked someone to be on a podcast, and versus when we ask, I mean, no one's gonna fucking want to.
I feel like it's just about getting, first of all, ourselves out there, because there's a lot of people that started like this. And I mean, if we even look at our own main channel, I mean, we started off with some very bullshit ass equipment, and the way that we started it's not the way that it is structured now, just because we had no mics, we had no laptops, we had no cameras, we had like literally nothing. It was just us recording on our cell phone. And I was just listening to this one guy that actually made a podcast. And he was talking about how he would have a camera just like ours, bro, and he would like turn it off when basically he was out of memory, and he would stick in another memory and just kind of like repeat the process again and again. So at the same time, like, I'm not really worried so much, just because I know that it's a bit of a process, and I know that a lot of things are looking good for us on the main channel as well.
Yeah. And then that's when people are gonna start flocking to it.
Yeah.
Like we're talking before we were recording.
For sure.
Like, people are like, when something's going on, that's when people actually start coming. Which is true by everything, honestly. Because people don't want to take the risk early on. But once you see, like, oh, okay, there's
no reward,
a path already, like, set, that's when people will come on. And, like, it's fucked up. But, I mean, it's like a safer route, which...
If you really think about it from outside the box, it's kind of weird and strange, though. Like, for example... But it makes sense, right, from a business standpoint as well. Like... It's crazy how a company, for example, they won't necessarily give out free shit to, for the most part, they won't necessarily give out free shit to, like, somebody, a regular person, right? That actually would need it.
Yeah.
But they would give it out to a celebrity that, in theory, I mean, what was it worth?
It's a business.
Exactly.
Yeah. Like, it took us, 5 years before we started getting free shit?
It took us a while.
Because we...
And we probably would have gotten more free shit if we would have stayed a little bit more consistent, too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, consistency wasn't our issue. Like, when we started getting free shit, was like 2018?
Yeah, but we were consistent.
We were very, very consistent. That's what I'm saying. Like, it took us 5 years first of getting, like, recording every week, uploading every week for, like, 5-6 years straight. Right? And then we started getting free shit.
Yeah, but keep in mind,
then we took a break.
like, without cutting you off, though, like, there's been other instances, bro, where, like, they've also offered us to do, like, free shit, but it wasn't anything, like, having to do with, like, our niche, you get me? So I didn't really pay attention
like a pocket pussy or some shit?
Not like a pocket pussy, bro. Like, for example, like, they were offering us fucking, like, snowboarding fucking gear, bro. And it's like, bro, like, we're in California. It's like, we're only gonna fucking be able to snowboard if we wanted to, like.
I go Big Bear.
Yeah, like,
hours away.
Fucking 3 months out of the fucking
snowboarding fucking year and a boxing channel. They probably didn't even see what the fuck we were uploading.
Yeah, but they probably just see like some, because we're also under sports and fitness, so they probably find us through that type of niche as well.
If you watch any video, every single video is about
like some type of martial art.
Yeah. So if you've seen the video, what the fuck are you gonna give us snowboarding? Just like the sparring goggles. Yeah. Remember we were sparring with the Maxton? Remember the video that failed? Early on, we were trying to be different and shit, and a lot of shit was cool because we would do like broke boxing, like
relatable
training.
Stuff.
Yeah, but then once we tried to do like extra creative and shit. Some videos like remember the Christmas episode we did? We were hitting each other with bags. Like, it was fun for us, but like it's weird.
It flopped, right?
And then we were sparring like the first year. We were like, oh, we got this thing different. We put on Halloween masks, start sparring. Yeah, you can't see shit. So like the video was like it was horrible. It was horrible, and like I think I had the GoPro, no?
We had the GoPro. Yeah, with the fish lens.
Yeah, sometimes you can't force it, but sometimes you gotta like think outside the box, and not everything. And also, I'm glad we did it because you fucking it's like you don't know what's gonna be a hit.
What's gonna work? Yeah, exactly. You experiment.
Yeah, because some videos on our channel like they get good views, and like
we don't even know how.
Yeah, we don't
like the most basic shit.
Yeah, like we don't feel like confident about it, but someone gets a good view. But some videos like we put a bunch of effort into it, and then like it gets like 100 views.
Yeah, it flops.
Yeah,
and I think that's the most discouraging thing for any content creator, bro. Just the opportunity, you know, to be on a platform, have some type of subscribers, get some type of views, and then come up with this big inspirational project or video or idea, put it out there. But that shit has sucked balls, bro.
And for us, we have fun with it. Like the big project that flopped. What was the biggest project we've ever done?
The tournament series.
Yeah, it flopped because one, we met Heber.
Yeah.
That fucking sucks. He's here. He's still our friend. And then we promoted it, bro. We broke into Southeast High School. Remember?
Yeah.
We didn't break. We walked in.
Which is weird, and that's how fucking schools get shot up.
That's fucking weird.
They just let us walk in.
I was driving by, and we were already fucking 19-year-olds. We were
a year
after high school, which is fucking weird. We were adults and shit, and then we would just walk in, and like administrators passed by, and we were still pretty young, so that's why we got away with it. But we have big ass fucking posters that we hadn't written, like, oh, free boxing tournament, free boxing classes, must be on YouTube, whatever. We made a bunch of these, we posted them instead of high school. Like we didn't even go to. We just ran at the closest high school.
Yeah.
And we would post them around the neighborhood and shit. And we got a bunch of calls, but no one wanted to train in someone's backyard.
Backyard. Yeah, that was the thing.
So that year it flopped, but then the next year we got neighbors. It worked out because we got something out of it.
Yeah.
But at the end, everybody flaked.
Yeah, everybody flaked literally like the last episode.
Except Brian.
Rest in peace, and
that's it. Everybody, because it was Axel and Heber and Brian that fought, and then Axel and Heber never trained a day in their life.
Yeah. Then
Brian was training, and so he's the one he won it because obviously he was the one that trained. Yeah. And that was like 2 years worth of, and we fucking promoted that shit like every video we would talk about.
I would love another shot at that though. Eventually, you know, hopefully we get a gym pretty soon or open up a little studio in our own place. I would love to get another shot at that. Yeah. If I'm being completely honest.
More than a month.
More than a month.
Yeah, like 6 months, like a little tournament within, and then like they win a prize or some shit.
Yeah.
Like a handshake.
Honestly, like that, like a handshake.
What are we gonna give him?
We're gonna give him $100, bro.
to cover the fucking damages.
No, but it was cool, and then at the same time, I don't know if you remember Moises, the chubby dude. That Oscar brought.
Moises, the chubby dude?
Yeah.
The Puerto Rican?
Yeah.
Yeah. His name was Moises?
Yeah, his name was Moises.
Oh,
so
shit.
That guy, even though he wasn't really, he only showed up in like 2 episodes.
Yeah.
He actually does jiu-jitsu now.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. So at the same time, like, we've had the opportunity to inspire a few people, bro.
Is he still a fat fuck?
He's not that fat no more.
He's still fat.
But he does, yeah, he's still pretty big. But he does jiu-jitsu now.
Oh, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. Yeah, I didn't even know. Yeah, so at the same time, it's also pretty cool to see certain pathways that some of these dudes actually take, and some of the pathways that some of these guys took were actually quite radical as well. So it's a bit strange. It's a bit strange to just kind of see some of these people grow up as well.
You know what's crazy? The only two constants, people that have not like been like steady, has been you and me. Like everybody else has been like they changed like for better or for worse.
Yeah.
And like you and I, some personal development, but you and I are still basically
the same person,
same people
to a certain extent.
Yeah. Like, what I'm trying to say is like we're the only ones like we started a project
almost 10 years ago.
Almost like 9 years ago.
Yeah.
And then 2023 we're still doing it.
Yeah, because we want it, bro. I think that a lot of people, they talk about all this shit, and the more you talk about it, the less that you do. Because at the end of the day, what matters is the action, not so much about like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. No, fuck that, bro. Like, just fucking jump into that shit. And it's crazy because now I feel with the reels and the short video content is where we're getting a lot of our just dues, if I'm being completely honest.
Yeah, because that's perfect for us because our like retention rate is pretty low.
Yeah.
Like it's like 5 minutes, something like that.
Like 2 minutes and 2 minutes.
Yeah. And it's been like that for like since the beginning. I remember it's always been 2 minutes.
I mean, we gradually have been increasing it. Like at the beginning, it was like a minute, or like for a couple seconds, bro, and then it was like a minute. Like it's slowly like going up.
Yeah. Because we started getting like actual before it was like people passing by accident. Yeah. Click on it and like, oh, fuck these fucking whatever. and then now people are like, oh, people that remember the stalker we had in our comments.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. It was some whatever. So we had a fan. We had a stalker from the beginning. Never a stalker, but he would always comment, he or she. What was it? It was in Corte Blanco? No, I forget. But like since the beginning, and no one knew who it was, and we tried to figure out who it was, but no one knew who it was. Anyway, but
you were gonna say Cortapitos.
that was you, huh?
That was me. But that was on Call of Duty.
I was thinking Quesito con Chile. That's shady.
That's shady.
I forget what it was. I think it was a chick name, or whatever. But yeah, what were we talking about? I forget what we were talking about.
Oh, that we had a stalker.
Oh, we had a stalker. But before that, I feel like Devon. He always says that.
What
were we talking about? He would always start his conversation and then never go.
not just the consistency that we have had on the channels, basically.
Oh yeah, and like when I mean the same, I don't mean like we haven't grown at all. It was just like our interest has been the same since fucking high school.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I meant. Like we've tried new shit.
Yeah.
But there's always one thing that's
always
constant.
been there.
Yeah. And for the most part, I was gone for like a year.
Like a year and a half.
When I joined Amazon, 2020, and then.
And I think that's kind of where we dropped the ball.
Yeah.
Because honestly, that's where a lot of people blew up.
COVID.
Yeah, because that's where a lot of people fucking blew up.
Oh, that our retention rate 2 minutes. Like
2 minutes.
There's more short
video content.
Video content's perfect for us because we can't keep the attention for longer than 2 minutes.
Yeah.
So we can do like a 30-second in-depth video that we're doing, and they get a shit ton of views.
Yeah.
Like most of our views lately have been from
Reels.
shorts and reels, and so that's where we're talking about and shit.
Yeah, but we've gotten a lot of, or gathered up a bunch of views in the last, 2 months or so.
Yeah, and it's crazy because we're still, like, we still have people that were coming from the beginning. Remember Chris?
Yeah.
Kit?
Yeah, Christopher Kit. Yeah.
There's some people that have been riding with us, more so than some of our friends. Some of our friends fucking, like, in the beginning. But in the beginning, it's always the beginning. Like, oh, there's, like, they see us motivated and shit, and they're like, oh, fuck yeah. I'm gonna like their shit, I'm gonna share their shit. And then, like,
it slowly dies
2 or
out.
3 videos in, like, okay, well, I mean, they're still doing this shit. They probably didn't think that we were gonna last this long. Like, fucking 5-6 years later, they haven't shared shit. And that's most of our friends, so fuck all you guys. So if they're watching this, probably not, bro, they're not. Bro, because this is what, we're fucking 40 minutes in. They watched the first 2 minutes.
Yeah,
like,
and that's it.
Like one of our friends, I know for a fucking fact, he's not listening to this right now, because he's a fucking dickhead. But he said, oh, yeah, it's funny, it's cool, because he watched the first, like, bro, I'm predicting the future. We talked about Figueroa in the beginning.
Yep.
They're gonna see they uploaded, and since it's only a second video, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, it was cool. I like the stuff about Figueroa, but they're not gonna know that we're talking about him like 30 minutes later. So, and we know who we're talking about. And fuck you motherfucker. But it's all good though, cause we're still here.
I think this should honestly help us a lot though with like the short video content. I think that we're on the verge of doing something, because at the end of the day, all we really want, bro, or at least from my part, bro, is to open up a gym and have something like steadily going, so that way we don't really have to report to anyone, have anybody sign our fucking paychecks, bro, which is, I think, what the American dream is basically it, right? Yeah. I mean, how much do you really want to work, or how much of your life do you really want to give to corporate America?
Which that's like, with white people, I think that's like, and since they're young, that's like their mentality. But since grew up with like immigrant parents, like they had to play more safe, right? Mm-hmm. Rightfully so, because they're from a new country, so they're perfectly fine to getting a check. Like, so my dad retired 40 years in construction, right? So like they're okay with doing that. I think, and white people or people born here, like they see more of that mentality.
Opportunities.
Yeah, so I think that's why Mexicans are more on the up and up, because they're starting to realize that like this whole like. I'll work for my boss for 40 years, and that's fine. I'm okay with it. I'll get a pension or whatever, or retirement, or whatever they get.
Yeah, some people are happy with working for a union for 40 years.
Which is, I mean,
it's
for
fine.
Our parents, it's fine, because
it's
scary. Like, I privileged to live here and born here, but for with Mexicans, like fresh off the boat or fresh off the river Mexicans, like wetbacks, they're fearful, because like, okay, I have a job here. I want to do this job as best I can, because if I lose this job, like, I have to go back to fucking milking cows and shit like that. So that's how like kind of like how first generation Mexicans kind of like we are fearful, because we see what our parents did, and our parents put that pressure on us to like, hey, you show up to work early and leave late, like that type of mentality for other people. Like for you, when your project, like obviously, but when your boss, like you respect your boss, you don't do anything, you fucking show up, even if it's your daughter's birthday, whatever. But that's kind of like the mentality that we're kind of slowly starting to like see a switch.
Yeah.
COVID did that a lot because people were stuck at home, and so like that.
They had a lot of time to think.
Yeah, they had a lot of time to think like, okay, this is bullshit. I don't want to go fucking make my boss a millionaire where I'm making fucking $15 an hour.
Yeah.
But to our parents, like, oh, I'm making $15 an hour, bro. In Mexico, I'm fucking making 10 pesos a day or whatever it is, and like, or I have to fucking hurt fucking control the herd of fucking cows or whatever, or fucking be in the sun all day planting or whatever. So it's kind of, that's the mentality that we're trying to like
get away from.
Yeah, and then like, which can lead to bad things because like I want that, and so I got scammed trying to fucking get. Yeah, and like you meet people like they're like
they try to take you to the promised land.
Yeah, take you to the promised land. They fuck you over, and then I got scammed, and it's not good.
I think I've been one of those people, bro, that just fuck it, like the old saying goes, you know, just fucking bite down on your mouthpiece and you know, take this shit, bro. Because honestly, if I'm being completely honest, like there's some instances or some days where I'm like, fuck, bro, like I'm broken shit, and it's like I'm chasing a dream, or I've been chasing a dream for these last 8 years, and you know, it's barely giving. You get me? And like I've always had that, like you mentioned, bro, like that Mexican mentality, because even then, like when I would go to work, bro, like I for the most part would always show up 20-30 minutes early, bro. Like always, bro. Sometimes, of course, it was to open up the gym. There was other instances where I didn't even really have to be there, but just, you know, being there, like, before, you know, I just thought it was, like, the most professional thing to do.
Yeah.
So, like, I don't have any difficulty, like, working for, like, somebody. Like, I'm not going to be like, oh, yeah, like, oh, I'm not going to work for this person just because, you know, I have a dream. And you get me? Like, at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, like, of course, there's jobs that are going to put food on the table that are of course going to bring you some type of security through income, but yeah, I mean the switch, or that switch that you're talking about, is important because that's kind of like the freedom that I feel like everybody should aspire to.
My grandma told me once that before she passed, she told my brother, and then my brother told me, but like she was basically commented on the fact that like we told her that we couldn't go because we had to like ask for time, we didn't have time, or PTO, personal time off. And so she's like, oh, so you have to ask for somebody for permission to go visit your shit grandma. Basically what she said. Yeah. So like that's like when she said that, that's like everything, like, okay, this is like fuck going to school. Like we joke about going back to school, but really fuck going to school and like working a corporate job for the rest of your life. That's when like that's I quit like shortly after my grandma died, and then I quit, and then I was gonna move to Mexico and I had these dreams and shit, but things failed. But like, yeah, having to ask permission to do shit, having to ask another grown man permission to fucking live your life, that's kind of wild, no?
It's bullshit.
It's bullshit. I think it's bullshit. But you do have to bite the fucking bullet or whatever, or bite down your mouthpiece temporarily and give this fucking man what he wants for a little bit while you step
work
up,
on yourself,
get on his level and shit. So like, I'm not opposing like having a job and stuff, because most people like the sticky chicks, they're putting themselves through grad school. Most of them, I'm assuming, right? Yeah. They're all good people. They're all smart.
Some of them, yeah.
Like two of them.
Some of them.
Like two of them.
Like two of them are good.
like two of them in the history of Figueroa. 2 chicks put themselves to college. Yeah. So like, but like that concept, like, oh yeah, you fucking do something that sucks for a little bit, and then, or for a long time. I mean, I've been at a job that I've been wanting to quit for like 2 years, like and I quit and I go back, and so like. And then that security, I can see how our parents thought, like, okay, this a consistent check, even though it was bullshit, it's consistent. I'm not gonna my kids are not gonna fucking starve. Yeah. So
and then it's probably like a little bit more comfortable, bro, not having to think outside the box, because to do all of this, bro, like at the beginning, you say like, oh shit, like this is easy, you know, without trying to make it seem like YouTube is like a big career, right? Mm-hmm. But think about it like this. Just think about the way that we construct things. Like, we have to think about something that needs to come to life, and then we got to figure out how we could put it together, and then when we put it together, we bring it into action, and then we produce it, we edit it. So it's like a big process that you actually have to think about. You get me? And in a job, and in a workplace, in an environment, I'm not saying that it's easy or anything, but somebody's always giving you some sort of direction, or you get comfortable enough to the point where like what you're doing is basically almost borderline either robotic or automatic.
Yeah, and if you don't do it, someone else is gonna do it.
Exactly.
But if you don't record, if we're not recording this right now, and this video doesn't get edited, it's not gonna go up.
Nobody's going.
Yeah,
exactly.
there's no like second person that's gonna be like, or like third person is gonna be like, okay, I'll do this for him.
Yeah.
Like at a corporate job, like, oh, I don't deliver that package. Fucking this.
Your tree would do it.
Yeah, what fucking the independent immigrant gonna do it, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, it's either you or no one else, and that's difficult in starting a new project. And then also you lose motivation, and then like you have to refine the motivation or just be disciplined and do it, even if you don't want to do it. Like with YouTube specifically, like sometimes you're like, oh yeah, I want to do this, and then sometimes you're like, fuck, like.
And the heartbreaking, bro, that we were just talking about, like sometimes you give your blood or your soul to like this passion project, and at the end nobody fucking watches that shit.
No one watches it,
or nobody wants to be a part of it.
And bro, we weathered the storm like getting 10 views. Like five of our friends, and then like 5 people in Europe or some shit. Like, don't understand what we're saying.
That's weird.
Yeah, and
that's
so
cool. Shout out Europe.
But now we're like, we still don't get fucking views aren't still crazy. We still get like 100 views, 120 views, right?
300.
300. Okay, we're at 300. So even better now. So we're at that point. But still, like at that point, like it's not enough to. It's not the 10 views we were getting before, and like we. In the beginning, we thought this would become quicker, and then you realize that, like, oh, okay, this is gonna take a lot longer. And then 8 years later, we're finally slowly starting.
We're getting our just dues, I believe.
Yeah, we're starting slowly putting things together, and we made mistakes. Of course, it's no one else's fault but us.
Oh,
like,
yeah, we should have
fucked up.
Learned the game a little bit more.
It's not like, oh, YouTube is fucking unjust or because we're Mexican, but we should probably be. Oh, we should probably sue them and shit. Like,
shit. I want to be rich so I can say I'm gonna sue you anywhere I go.
Bro, that's the biggest flex. Here, talk to my lawyer.
Have my own fucking lawyer on the sideline.
Yeah,
fucking speed down.
Yeah, so I don't know what we're talking about. Probably bullshit, but I think this is a good way to cut it off.
Yeah,
we've been going at it for 51 minutes. We're probably not gonna cut anything out because I don't think we didn't say anything controversial. Huh?
I don't think so.
We just basically put our one friendship on the line.
And hookers.
But those hookers are not watching this shit.
Who knows? Shout out.
Bro, man,
I mean, if you tag it, bro, like in the hashtags.
But there's no like, oh yeah, Figueroa.
You could actually put a geological tag on it too.
You put on Figueroa.
Yeah, they'll put it down on Figueroa.
On Figueroa, fucking Compton. Oh, I'm down. Let's do that. Oh, let's do that. I want to do that. I'm gonna figure out how to do it.
It says location. Like when you upload it, it says
and
location.
I'm gonna put it on. Manchester and Figueroa is not a good spot. If you're on Manchester, you gotta turn right on Figueroa and go like a few blocks. I don't know what street those are. 50 something.
That's by like Popeyes, huh?
Yeah, that's Popeye. There's no bitches there. You gotta take a right. It's like 56. I'm gonna figure it out. Or a motel. Oh, a King's Motel 6.
It's gonna play in the hotel lobby,
hotel
bedroom. I mean, TV.
We shouldn't call women bitches though.
I didn't call her a bitch.
But you thought about it.
I did think about it.
Yeah, don't call them. I call them bitches. We shouldn't call women bitches because they're not bitches. They're the ones that are gonna keep the next generation going. Right? No, that's my PSA.
Some of them.
That's my PSA.
Some of them, but dudes are no different either though. Some dudes are acting like little bitches too.
Most people we know are little bitches. Yeah, but yeah. So if you're a Figueroa bitch, I'm sorry if we offended you. Probably not. Bro, these bitches fucking see these women see a lot worse shit. Their pimps are probably meaner than we are. So yeah,
they've probably seen some wild stuff, bro. I could only imagine all the things that they've seen.
Well, next episode we can, bro.
We could ask them.
Bro, honestly, we could be like, hey, I don't want.
I need you for an hour.
Yeah, like we'll give you $100. No, that's a lot of money. We'll give you $50 for 30 minutes. Can we ask you questions and shit? And then like, I'm sure they'll be like, yeah. And they'll have motel rooms like on standby. Like they rent one for the day, so we just record it there. The 30 at the motel. We might do that. Probably not.
I'm not saying on anybody's cum stain, rag, bed.
Just my own, your own. Anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. It's an hour long. We're not gonna cut anything out, unless
only for the shorts.
Unless McDonald's gives us a sponsorship, and then we'll sell out quickly to them. Cause Tom Segura has a fucking McDonald's sponsorship, or had.
Probably had, no.
He had it. He had one. They said
I need a sponsorship where I can say whatever the fuck I want. That's what we need.
Basically, yeah.
Or I quit.
Or we should just stay in this level of podcast level and never grow, and we can do whatever we want forever.
Fuck that.
Anyways, that's it. This is it for this episode. Don't get offended. We love you. We love you, Figueroa bitches. We love you, friend that we're not going to say his name. Who else do we love? We love all our if
Family.
you are my third or second cousin, hit me up, and then we can get it cracking. Peace out.